everybody and welcome to In My Mug, episode number 63 on Monday the 25th of January 2010. My name's Steve Layton, that man's name behind me is Colin Harmon. And I'm in Dublin. What's the name of the street, Colin?
Little Abbey Street, 54 Little Abbey Street.
Little Abbey Street, which is not far from the big pointy needle. For anybody who's been to Dublin, they'll know exactly what I mean. Why am I here? Well, first of all, Colin is my best buddy, and he's set up a shop here. He's having his official opening today, which is on Sunday. This is going out on a Monday. And to kind of commemorate that, and to kind of tie everything together with it, the In My Mug we're going to be doing today is on Colin's blend. Colin came to us last February, first of all, so not even 12 months yet, wanting some coffee to take to the WBC in Atlanta, and we did that, and that story's all known. I'm sure all of you know about that already. But Colin came to us again in November?
Yeah.
In November. I'm opening the shop, need some coffee, here's the brief. So we followed the brief, we went through what he wanted, or what I thought he wanted, and we weren't very successful, were we? Well, I wasn't very successful, was I?
Apparently I don't roast coffee.
And Colin was opening the following week, so he said, just do something and hope that it's right. So that's what we did, we did something. Was it right? Got there eventually. So Colin's blend is a mixture of Machacamarca from Bolivia. It is Brazilian Sao Judas from Bahia, and it is El Salvador La Ilusión from Santa Ana Volcano. Just, I'm not going to get this on shot, I don't think, but just look at that. Phenomenal. Thank you, mate. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the coffee that we've got in here today. Going to taste it and try it. We're actually on the busy street, people are looking in at us at the moment, and so I'm going to whack you on pause and come back. Carry on. I think there may be a few of these little interruptions where people come past and look in, or people turn up or whatever, so if I do whack on pause, kind of please excuse it. So Colin's just poured me a shot of the espresso. So Colin, fill us in here. What am I going to expect in the espresso? What are people telling you they're tasting in there?
Well, I think the brief that we eventually decided on was something that was sweet and approachable, and it's all that. On the nose, it's the illusions going through. I think that's coming through also. It's that kind of fruit salad, sticky sweets, and it's so really great. The complexities in there. The Machacamarca is such a complex espresso.
Do you know the biggest part that's coming through for me though is that that burnt toffee apple from the St. Judas, so the dark chocolate burnt toffee apple.
Right down the middle of your tongue.
Yeah. I mean, it's exactly what you're saying there. It's sweet, and let's be honest, we all like sweet in espresso.
We actually get customers here who don't drink espresso, and they start drinking this obviously, but they get a cappuccino and then they order an espresso, and they're like, oh, I've had too much coffee, I just want to smell it, and they just sit there smelling it. It's amazing.
That's fantastic. I mean, the reasoning behind picking the three coffees that went into the blend was we were in a place where I had to come up with something that worked. There wasn't an opportunity to mess up or fail or not quite get it right. So it was three of my favourite coffees of last year, three very big coffees, three that I know will perform well, I know work well in espresso, and they have that hug feeling, so they'll hug you, they're kind of comforting there, there's no shocks. Perhaps the most dangerous one is the La Illusion, and you're right, that does come through, you do get a fruity kick in there, but a good espresso should have some acidity, it shouldn't be devoid of all acidity, so as an espresso, I think that kind of works really well. Now, why am I talking about Frosty on an In My Mug? Well, all the In My Mug subscribers should have had a bag of that this week. And to commemorate the official opening of Third Floor Espresso here in Dublin, hey! We're going to offer it on the site. 4 weeks, or until it runs out. There's one of the ingredients that is very, very close to running out. So 4 weeks or sooner, because I've got to make sure this man has enough coffee in the shop to be able to carry on for the season. It's going to be changing in the shop as well, isn't it, Colin? It's something that was important to you, was changing the blend seasonally.
Yeah, I think even working with this coffee, I've learned so much about how to go through, how to use it, and it changes. Even I think the roast profile itself, because it's not a particularly dark espresso.
No.
It changes as the week goes on. I have customers coming in and talking me through how it tastes that day, and it's been really rewarding. So it's something I'm really looking forward to.
And I think when we talk about seasonal, we're not necessarily talking about, you know, them being just coming in and just arriving new crop, because Machicamarca is coming towards the end of the crop, Sao Judas is coming towards the end of the crop, La Lujon is mid-crop. But it was these coffees were at the right point for this time to be serving the espresso. They'd calmed down enough, they weren't quite as green as they were, and they'd opened up and developed a little bit. So I'm hoping now I'm going to get a milk drink, so we can try it in milk and just see what that does. Because problem with an espresso like this that's very sweet and not dark roasted is that you're going to struggle sometimes to get through milk. Now, it's the first time I've had Colin pull this for me, but I've been drinking this at home, so let's see what your customers have been experiencing. So, just to show on, do you mind coffee on the floor? Can I get it? I'm going to actually lift it up. Very pretty. I know Malcolm will enjoy that. So I'm just going to try it in milk. Okay. Now, I'm just going to, 1 second, let me let David in. Coming in, mate. As you walk past, you must say hello to everybody. It's in my mug.
Hi, Mark. Hello.
So yeah, in milk, because it's lightly roasted and because it's sweet, you do worry a little bit that it won't cut through, but what it does do is it cuts through the milk really well, and that's because the La Lujon's acidity is really kind of quite...
No, it's because Colin made it properly.
Oh, because Colin made it properly, apparently. But you do get the La Lujon parts coming through in there, so you get that fruit salad-y kind of, you know, it is, and it is that fruit salad sweet, isn't it? That's just like, it's sweet, but it's acidic at the same time. That's how it could be better though. So, I'm going to be on the store for 4 weeks, 4 weeks from tomorrow. This coffee should be about £8-9 for a 250 gram bag, but we're going to put it on at £5. So there's no vouchers, there's no codes. It's just go on there, try it, and I'm sure Colin will be, and as much as I will be pleased to hear your feedback on it and tell us what you think.
Or if you want to try it before you buy it.
And if you are in Dublin, you must come in and see this place. Because I came in this morning, it was a hallway to a nightclub, and then it miraculously turns into a coffee shop like magic, and it just gets pushed into cupboards and doorways and all the rest of it. So yeah, thank you very much. Sorry this one's a little bit different, but I hope you can appreciate why. And is life too short for bad coffee?
Yeah.
Yeah.